the quality of our work matters for patients' lives. So we can't allow this two-tier system to happen, and we can't be naive thinking that, oh, it's not going to affect me. Eventually what will happen is it affects everyone. I'd like to share an experience that my mom went through. Back in 2004, the two-tier system was a tactic that the grocery chains used and were successful in dividing the union. And she shared with me how that created a lot of tension and divisiveness amongst the members of the union. They were working side by side doing the same work, but yet the first tier had such a better benefit package in general. The retirement was great. The second tier was hired in on near poverty wages. So we're talking about a huge disparity in wages. Before this, the grocery worker unions were known to have one of the strongest unions around and awesome benefits. But once that two-tier system hit, it created an environment where now the first tier was no longer the majority, right? Because people are rushing to retire and trying to get out of the climate that's changing negatively. And so all of the second tier people are coming in, so they're the majority. So now the second tier are actually the majority of the union now. So they started looking out for themselves and their own interests, as opposed to the first tier. So it's really important to not get caught up in, well, this isn't going to affect me because I'll be on the first tier, because it will. It's going to affect everyone. And so to this day, she advises me, when we're talking about what's going on, she's saying, you guys fight for this. Don't let them do what they did to us. They've been fighting this two-tier system ever since 2004. She told me when they were asking members, to vote to strike, she didn't go out. She didn't go out to vote. She said she was just going to leave it in God's hands and that, everything would work out the way it should. So she kind of left it in God's hands, but now she realizes that had everyone stood together and were more united, they wouldn't be in the situation they're in now. She told me, don't be like me. Mija, don't be like me. I didn't realize how this would affect my career. I didn't realize how this would affect just the work environment and her benefits now. She had no idea. So we really can't allow this to happen, especially in healthcare, because what happens is quality goes down. Like my mom even says, the quality goes down. There's a higher turnover rate of workers. They're doing a lot of work, making minimal wages. Their benefits are not as good. So a lot of them will leave. And so we don't want that to happen to us, because what happens with us is our service, our duty, and what we're providing for our patients, it affects people's lives.